It went to the hash.
Oh yeah, boy. Oh yeah, boy.
Bro, my lord.
Twice, step back in. Low adrenaline. Shot. It's my fault. It's my fault.
A shot.
Knock down, baby.
A shot. Oh my god.
Good.
Oh,
Shot.
Take your time. Just make sure we get it there.
That's green.
That's knocked down.
Come on, that's green. I got it before you just shot it, bro.
I'm going.
What's up YouTube, it's TLM Jev. Welcome back to the channel. This is your first time being here. It is great to have you. As you can see by the title of today's video, we're going to be going over the brand new 6'8" LeBron James build. This build can be used in park, pro-am, rec. I mean, it's just a monster on offense and defense. You're looking at over 70 to 75 plus badges mixed in between offense and defense. Absolute demigod. If you know of Joe Knows, which I'm sure most people do who have been in the 2K community, he's kind of the one that started this whole LeBron James build style back in like 2K20. So shout out to him for the content originally. We're kind of taking the build, putting our own twist on it. Gonna have a lot of fun with it. One quick thing before we get into that though. I wanted to give a quick but big shout out to all of y'all for the support. We went from 40 subs to 300 as of yesterday within 4 or 5 weeks. That is crazy. Thank y'all so much for the support. The content's only going to get better from here. Don't forget to like the video, leave some comments. I actually have some questions for y'all coming up in just a second. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. Best 2K content's going to continue to pump out of this channel every single week. Let's get it. So shout out to my boy Brady for this idea. He did this ask questions and have them answered in the comments thing. I really liked it, so I stole it. We're teammates, so it's called collaboration. Anyway, shout out to him. Check out his YouTube, TLM Blitz. It'll be in the description. But quick things that I wanted to ask. 3 things. Number 1, how can I improve the build videos? This is something super important to me. Build videos can be fun, they can be entertaining, but the whole point of these is to give y'all fun builds to use, show you builds that are good. First of all, no one wants to spend $100 on a build that sucks. That's just the unfortunate reality of this year's 2K. Builds are expensive, nobody wants to waste their money. So we want to give you the best builds possible here on this channel. Whether it's meta builds, fun builds, we want to make sure that they're hitting all the thresholds that are super important. But with that being said, let me know what you want to see better out of these build videos. I want to continue to improve them. Point number 2, background music. In all of my videos, I've had some form of background music or background track. I try to change it up and switch it up here and there. The main thing I want to ask is, do you like the volume that it's at? Does it need to be louder? Does it need to be quieter? Does it need to change more often? Do you want more new music? I've been kind of just cycling through a playlist of music that is provided by YouTube. But we try to continue to switch it up and keep it around that same volume so it's not super overbearing and hard to hear my voice. But let me know what you think about the music. Alright, so question number 3. Here's the thing. I know that a large portion of you have probably only found my channel because of the build videos, best jump shots, best badges, tip videos, that kind of stuff. And that is perfectly okay. If that's what you're searching and that's the kind of content you want out of my channel, it's going to continue to come out every week. I promise you that. And it's going to continue to get better. The reason I put out that kind of content is because I want you to get the best bang for your buck for your builds. I want you to have fun, and I want you to get better as a 2K player. Nobody wants to stink at this game. That's just the honest truth. No one wants to be bad. No matter if you play an hour a day, 6 hours a day, or if you play all day. We all just want to be decent players. We want to have fun with the game. That's the point of this content. That's the point of these videos. But the reason I asked question number 3 is because at the heart of 2K and the reason that our team plays is for Pro-Am. We enjoy making content on Pro-Am games. We enjoy playing in those games too, whether it's leagues, discords, or even just ranked matching up against people. So my question is, do you want full Pro-Am games, more like a real full game where you watch from the beginning to end, you watch all the slow times, whether it's turnovers, fouls, just opportunities 3 times in a row where nobody scores? Or do you want the shortened versions that I've been putting out, where it's basically just the highlights of the game? You're only going to see scoring plays, you're only going to see good defensive plays, you're not going to see any of the bad stuff, whether it's turnovers or fouls. Like I said, any of the stupid stuff that slows the game down, you're not going to see any of that. So just let me know what you want to see more of, because I want to continue to make the Pro-Am content even better. So leave your answers to these 3 questions, or even just one of the questions, in the comments below. I want to continue to engage with y'all and make this content more fun for y'all. So let's get straight to the build now. Alright, so before we show the build in its entirety and where I have all the attributes, this whole section is just purely the must-have attributes for your build. Everything that you see on screen, I think, is what you need to have on your build. No questions asked. To be able to 1, play like LeBron, number 2, be a good 5-out guard, and then number 3, be a good defender. So as you can see, we have a 92 driving dunk with 82 vert. This unlocks all the contact dunks, gives us gold slithery. We know LeBron James can go slam it at any moment he wants to. Alright, 85 3-pointer. This one's pretty self-explanatory, but obviously if we're running a 5-out, we have to be able to hit some shots. Even if it's just 1, 2, 3 threes a game, you have to make the defender respect you and be able to play up some. It'll give you way easier drives. It'll give you way more open shots for your teammates. This is super important. Alright, 89 ball handle. If you want to be the main ball handler in a 5-out, you need Hall of Fame quick first step. And this goes for not just 5-out, but all forms of offense. Whether it's pick and roll, 5-out, any kind of plays, you want Hall of Fame quick first step. You want as much quickness and burst to the basket as possible. Even if you're just running and shooting a fade, Hall of Fame quick first step will help out with every facet of getting open shots, not only for yourself, but for your teammates. Alright, 75 pass accuracy. This is plenty for a 5-out offense. The passes in a 5-out are just honestly a little bit simpler than a pick and roll, in my opinion. Usually you're dotting a corner or you're dotting a hash, and there's not a whole lot extra to it. Obviously, if you can get this a little bit higher, then that's great. But at 75, we get the LeBron pass style, which is probably the best pass style in the game. So it's kind of up to you if you want to go a little bit higher, but in my opinion, you don't really need much more than this. That's just my honest opinion. Alright, 86 steal and 90 perimeter defense. This gives us gold interceptor and silver clamps. Pretty self-explanatory, but basically gold interceptor gives us our passing lane steals with our long wingspan, and then silver clamps is plenty whether you're guarding ball or off ball. If you're playing Pro-Am, this build's not really designed to play pure lock, play on ball, guarding PG, but it can do that at least a decent level. It's not what it's designed to do, but it can do it. Alright, and what's a LeBron James build without a little bit of chase down artist, man? 75 block gives us gold chase down. Obviously, you can go a little bit higher if you want that Hall of Fame. I personally don't think it's worth it. Chase down is not super crazy this year. You're not going to be getting 3 or 4 blocks a game off of chase downs like you used to in the past. Quick drops are really good, so it's just very hard to get consistent chase down blocks. But this is a LeBron James build. We got to have the option to do it at least every now and again, man. I mean, what's the fun in that if we don't have some chase down artists? Alright, so as you can see, we went with 6'8" for the height, weight is 186, wingspan is 7'5", body shape is defined. 6'8" unlocks us the Hall of Fame quick first step. If you don't care about that as much, I would probably go 6'9" with this build. It'll give you better finishing badge tiers. And then the weight is 186. Obviously LeBron is way heavier than this, but the most important stat for dribbling and getting you to the basket quickly is our acceleration. And if you go up with your weight, you'll start losing acceleration, so it's definitely not worth it in my opinion. Wingspan, 7'5". If we go any higher, we lose our 85 3-ball, so we definitely want that for the silver limitless range. Alright, body shape, I went with defined just because I like the way the bigger body shapes look with taller players, but it's up to you, it doesn't really matter. Alright, as you can see, I've already filled in all the attributes for the build. The reason I did this is because we already discussed all the must-have attributes for the build, so if there's anything you want to tweak to your liking, then you can, or if you just want to copy the build down entirely, then that's completely fine too. It's up to you. As you can see, we have 18 finishing, 18 shooting, we have 20 playmaking, and 21 defense. And then everyone has a +4 badges, so I mean, you're looking at an 81 badge build. That is insane. And then you might have a couple extra badges from how many times you hit level 39 throughout the seasons. So I mean, you're looking at 81 plus badges on this build. Absolute monster. Let's hop into the takeovers and the badges and we'll hop on out of here. Alright, and then my quick suggestion for takeovers is limitless range first, probably the best takeover in the whole game, and then easy blow by second. This will give us a nice boost to our shooting, and then if we ever get team takeover or double take, we're going to get some really easy contact dunks or even just easy blow bys for quick drops, whatever it may be. These two work really well as a pair, but man, what makes this build so crazy and so versatile is we can run the 1 through the 4 because of our takeover choices. Look at this. Slashing take, sharp take, play take, lock take. We have so many choices to use. I mean, this build can do everything you want it to do. So have fun with those takeovers. I mean, make it your own, man. Use lock, use play, use sharp, use slashing, whatever you desire and you want the build to do. I mean, you got the choices for the takeovers in abundance here. Alright, as you can see, the shades for this build kind of lame, not gonna lie, but the build name is one of the coolest build names I've seen all year. Two-way inside out creator. That name is just straight heat in my opinion. Let's go ahead and hop into the badges, show you the best badges to run on offense and defense. Let's get it. Alright, so let's get into the badges real quickly. Something to note, this build is 6'8", which means that Slithery, Posterizer, and Limitless Takeoff are all stuck in the tier 3, which kind of stinks, but there's a really easy workaround with this build. Core out Slithery on gold, and then run Silver Limitless Takeoff instead of gold. These two, I promise you, they don't feel hardly any different to me. And then we have 2 badge points available. We can put our +4 into finishing, and now we have 6 badge points to run Silver Posterizer. Now you have all 3 of these tier 3 badges on a 6'8" build very easily. Plus you have Hall of Fame Quick First Step, which you could not get on a 6'9". So this is awesome. And then as you can see, most of these badges are flex picks. I do think Bronze Rise Up is pretty good for your standing dunks, and then Silver Fearless is pretty good. Giant Slayer and Back Down Punisher, I mean, you can kind of put these wherever you want. These are flex picks. Alright, so this build is obviously designed to run the 5 out as a PG. If you're using it more as a spot up, your badges will be a little bit different. But here's what I recommend. I would go Silver Limitless Range, cored out, and then you can either go Silver Deadeye if you shoot more standstill 3s, or go Silver Blinders if you like to shoot more fades. And then we've got Gold Green Machine, very good badge, must have. Silver Agent 3 is very good, probably one of the best silver badges in the game. Super useful as a PG, helps you hit all your standstills, fades, etc. Mini Magician, you're going to have to shoot the occasional mid-range in a 5 out. It won't happen super often, but having a little boost to it on Bronze is nice. Bronze Claymore gives you a little slight boost to your catch and shoot shots after you've been standing still for a few seconds. And then Bronze Volume Shooter, as the PG, you're going to be taking a majority of the shots. So getting that little boost to your shots throughout the game, whether you make it or miss it, is very nice. Alright, so getting into the playmaking badges, the 5 badges you see on the screen right now are probably the necessities of this build. Gold Unpluckable, Gold Clamp Breaker, the cored out, Hall of Fame Quick First Step, Bronze Bailout, Bronze Hyperdrive. These 5 badges are probably the most important to your build, Hyperdrive being the least important. I do think it's good in a 5 out, but we basically just have it on to hit our tier 3 badges down here. And then Handles for Days. As you can see, we have 3 extra badges, but we need at least 5 to get Bronze Handles for Days, or 6 to get Silver. So you can either put in some extra badges if you hit level 39 in either of the seasons, or if you decide not to put your +4s into finishing, then you can throw them over here into playmaking to get this badge. I think that you really need Handles for Days, my personal opinion. I feel like stamina is very bad this year, even with double blue bars of stamina. So I would try to find a way to work this into your build, at least on Bronze. But that's up to y'all. Or if maybe you don't believe in Unpluckable as much, maybe you don't get ripped as much, then you can drop this down and pop 1 badge here. But I would recommend Gold Unpluckable, Gold Clamp Breaker, and then try to find a way for at least Bronze Handles for Days. Alright, as far as the defensive badges go, obviously you can kind of tweak these to your liking depending on where you play on the court. But for us, we're going to run the badges that give us the most value every single game. So that's going to be Silver Clamps, helps counteract Clamp Breaker, which is a very good badge this year. We don't want to give people super easy blow bys. Gold Challenger, very good for on ball or off ball, helps us give us a better shot contest. We're going to run Gold Interceptor because we have very high steal and we have a long wingspan, so we can cover a lot of the court at once with these passing lane steals. Silver Glove is decent, not as good as it used to be. It's mostly used for plucking people that are not the primary ball handler anymore, but it's still nice to have on. We have Gold Chase Down Artist because we are LeBron, baby. We're trying to get those chase down blocks. Don't expect to get anything super crazy out of this badge. It is a good badge, but a lot of people do really safe, quick drop dunk animations a lot, so you're not going to get anything super crazy all the time, but you'll get the occasional chase down here and there. And then just a little nice bronze badge that runs Box Out Beast. Helps our center get the boards easier. We can box out the power forward, box out the center, box out the guards, whatever it may be. Basically just helps our team board better, help us get on the fast break easier. And that is basically it for the defensive badges and just the badges in general. Alright, that concludes the LeBron James build. I hope y'all enjoyed, hope y'all have fun with it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and man, leave some comments. Let me know what builds y'all want to see in the future, whether it's NBA players, meta builds for Pro-Am or Rec. Any kind of builds you want to see, I'm totally open to putting a video out on and making it the best possible. And man, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. 2K content's going to continue to come out every single week. I'm loving the grind. This is so much fun. Loving y'all's support. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Peace out.